Let's get this thing going.
I feel great.
All right,
Meanwhile-
motherfuckers. Hello.
Hi.
Alrighty. Get
That seems
things
like a good
going
place to pause it,
soon.
man.
Derpy's gonna be in the background as she can't really look at a screen right now because she's got a bad headache. So
Yep, I know that feel.
yeah, just looking or just listening in and all that good stuff. Alrighty. What is that in the back? Also, why is this not? Oh, that's. Ding. Better figure out where the fuck all you went. Oh yeah, there we go.
Speaking of, I'm the bad boy tonight. I'm the one who didn't do my homework of logging in.
Wow, yeah. All you need-
Fucking got him.
You had one job.
Whoa, there's some weird light and stuff going. Oh, there we go. It's loaded now.
Yeah, it just takes a sec to load.
Yeah, I saw the lighting as it's supposed to be, but everything was just white beneath it, so it just looked like some weird fucking modern art.
Yeah.
I had one comment I wanted to share. We've watched part 2 of Vox Machina, and neither Nix nor myself can figure out, with all the millions of dollars in crowdfunding, why the dragons look like such ass.
It's because they're mixed in with, like, there's some scenes where they look good because they're with other 3D, like, they're with other
Yeah, they're like
3D
a weird
assets, like the
2.5
Sphinx battle,
thing.
like the Sphinx fight, like, that looked good.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they're,
Okay.
like, standing there in the middle of what is a hand-drawn animated scene, it looks very, what was that cartoon from the 2000s? Like, it was on...
Fucking Beast Wars.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the one with, like, the kid, the blue kid. It was on Toonami.
Reboot?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
But yeah,
thinking
it's
Code Lyoko.
Well,
Early
dude, that's
90s,
even more.
2000s.
That's even sooner. But like, we're talking,
Yeah.
like this is like we're talking this shit. I mean, it's not that bad, but it gives those vibes of like.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I find it very... It's not very often you see good 3D models in 2D animation. I think like the best I've seen is actually the Castlevania anime.
Hmm.
They
No, that's
did a good
fair, because
job.
Castlevania was very good.
Mhm.
Like, they
It's
knew where to spend their budget.
Yeah, and they're like the 3D models were often on like close-ups of faces, and like almost not even noticeable.
Right. But yeah, it was just. I mean, definitely there was the moments. I think it was. I mean, specifically, it was what's his name? I think. Well, the Black Dragon, to me, the Black Dragon stood out, but actually, it's the big bad, Fordak. The big red dragon. Because he's the one that, like, for some reason, the way that they, like, present him all the time, he's just kind of, like, stiff? I don't know.
Well, it doesn't help that half the time he's like talking like through the little flame communicator or whatever medium.
He doesn't get a lot of action. But
Also, having not watched Critical Role, did they actually go in the butt?
I believe so.
Critical.
Yeah.
All right.
It's slightly different on the way in, but it is in the end it is that, yes.
Okay.
I still haven't watched the last 3 episodes, so
Oh, sorry.
all good. I figured that would be it.
I thought you guys had all watched it, so my bad.
I
you're good.
did, because I was impatient.
I did too, because
It was we were going to, and then we didn't, and then we haven't found a time to.
Okay.
Well, in
My
that
bad.
case, let's just jump into our shit. All right. So, last week was cut into two parts because we had a power outage, because that was fun. So,
Yay.
Operation Awesome Part 2 occurred. And the first thing it kicked off was tea with Scabatha. And you had a brief conversation with her, the group, in the little tea room. And she mentioned that, or she basically knew that she has some items, or some belongings, things that were lost from both from Rosin and from Zug as well. So, the conversation basically went on that, oh yeah, she can definitely give you those things back if you do her a favor, which is also, once again, messing with her sister. It is ruining a play that her sister Endolin is putting on at her playhouse, or at a theater up in Yon. And as she kind of delivers these asks of how you can get your items back, that's when the alarm goes off. The signal goes off from the rest of the kids of the getaway gang who are accompanying you as they trigger the screaming scarecrows in her garden. She immediately stands up and starts heading off in that direction to inspect what's going on. You hear the clicker-clack of mechanical soldiers coming to attention throughout Loon Lurch. And as she leaves, Rosin sneakily flies back, bumps into her, and steals the keys on her belt. She now has the keys to the rest of Loon Lurch. You guys make your way into the workshop behind, where Chucklehead encourages you to go and escape the rest of the to go and get the rest of the kids out of here. Back in the kitchen, Boda and Velka, along with Will, find an individual in the kitchen, one Mishka, a little girl who is manacled to the kitchen table, and she's potatoes. You also find that there is a prisoner held in a little cell in the floor of the kitchen, a dwarf named Elkhorn, who is a member of Valor's Call, the heroic adventuring crew that went to the Palace of Heart's Desire to confront the League of Malevolence. And it seems that he had gotten out of there. You free Mishka by freezing the lock on her leg and wrenching the lock open. And as you do that, a little dog-like green dragon wormling, comes jumping through the little doggy door that is around there, and or no, he's actually in the room, and you actually kind of scare him away as he runs through. Actually, no, wait, correct me if I'm wrong here. You guys were invisible, and he basically heard the alarm, and yeah, that's what happened. He heard the alarm go off, and he ran off to go and see what was going on. He did not see you guys enter. However, Voda did freeze the doggy door that he left through.
Yeah, Voda also did minor illusion to make it run through the doggy door to begin with.
Correct. Okay. Oh, a noise in the other room. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So after freeing Mishka, you were unable to free Elkhorn, but said that you would be coming back for him. He's fine being in his hole for now. You also found that there was something strange in the oven that's filled with a cauldron on top of it that is bubbling with like big pink candy, saccharinely sweet liquid. The oven seems to be powered by some sort of fire creature. Something. Your group decided to head down south into what is a room with a bunch of brambles on the walls and 5 portraits, each one depicting a female individual. One of them is a old, disgusting-looking, scary crone. The other 3, 2 of them you recognize. One of them as Bavlorna Blightstraw of Hither. One of them as Scabatha Nightshade from here in Hither. And the other one you hadn't seen yet, but it is a decrepit-looking old hag with what looks to be a theatrical dress on. That one is Endolin, the ruler of Yon. The 5th portrait is of a svelte, dark-haired individual who you did not recognize at first, until you remembered the kind of strange dummy in a glass case that caused the little halfling to laugh uncontrollably at their partner's proposition of marriage back at the Witchlight Carnival. This creature, or this person, resembles Tasha, who is known throughout the magical world as the creator of quite a few magical spells. She's up there with like Elminster and all those other folks who have Big B and all that kind of stuff, the people who have spells named after them. Quite interesting. Why is she here? Why is she one of the 5 in this room? In order to try to satisfy what Bavlorna wanted you to do, Velka decides to try to reach out and vandalize or steal the picture of the lovely with the Nightshade. In doing so, however, he's not careful, and he pricks his little rabbit paw on one of the thorns. And immediately, all the portraits change to family members, the closest family members of Velka and Voda, including them as well. So, seems that there's something magical about these portraits. Now, unable to steal Gabatha's portrait, party moved on. The other group, back in the workshop, freed the children in there. There was now with the party, you have a young drow, a young male drow named Null. Also with him is a halfling named Philomena and a female human named Sung, who all are now accompanying you as folks like behind you. You also find that the place is filled with some very creepy goings-on. Things in the shadows seem to be moving stuff. Balls seem to be thrown out from under tables. Dolls' heads turn in your direction. It's quite creepy. And Rosalind spots strange little inky creatures in the periphery. And once spotted, they begin to run. You have found the Boggles, the strange fey creatures that are born from the negative emotions and sadness of the children who are kept here. And one of them is destroyed, squashed, and immediately the oil can, Squirt, jumps off of Kiwi's shell shoulders and runs over to slurp up the boggle oil that is contained within. Yum, 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 yum. And you move on now with 3 of the children in tow. The last things that happen is that Velka and Voda and Will ascended a staircase to what looks to be a loud, an area with some loud sounds coming from within it. And they open that up and they see a textile mill. It's a room filled with sewing machines. And the other party climbed some stairs and heard some confrontations from behind a door. And peeking through it, saw a talking doll who you had heard from earlier as named Pincushion, is yelling and berating 2 children in a room while a large rug is standing up and stalking menacingly behind them. So, we start with Velka and Voda. You walk into the room that as you open the door to this room up here in the north, your ears are immediately assailed by the sound of machinery, loud noises as these 3 sewing machines weave together thread into tapestries and fabric. Immediately, some children, 3 children, look up from the sewing machines there. Their hands working hurriedly to make the fabric on them. They look up as the door opens, and you see a young goblin, a young forest gnome girl, and a goblin girl, a forest gnome girl, and another forest gnome boy, all standing there with sad eyes behind these machines. I wouldn't imagine that you're invisible or anything right now. That wouldn't really.
No.
At this point. So
we did actions, yeah.
Right. So as you enter, their eyes light up as they see Will beside you. The little goblin girl cries out,
"Will, you came back for us! Oh my God, we didn't think so. Oh goodness, what's going on? Why are you back here? Are we getting out?"
And Will just looks over to Velka and Voda. "Yeah, we got a whole crew here. We're gonna get everybody out this time."
Yeah. That being said, I think Neon is not back yet.
No.
So, probably hop over to the other group.
Okay. That's fine by me.
Good thought. Hold
I
on
just didn't see the chat. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Okay.
that's happening over there. Other group is climbing some stairs, and you're by a small doorway.
Now Dale's back.
Yanked around. Okay.
Record scratch.
Record scratch.
That was just the best timing.
Okay, well, we'll stick with Velka and Voda then. So Velka, Voda, you are up in the textile mill area. The 3 children, a little goblin girl, a little forest gnome girl, and a little forest gnome boy, look up from the textile mills that are sewing fabric together into long bolts of cloth. And they all look up, see Will, and are happy to see him, as he says that they're going to be freed. He's come back with an adventuring party, with a full crew this time, to get everybody out of here. So, the 3 of the kids all just immediately get up and start moving towards you and Will and Velka, the entire group there. You definitely notice, though, that the kids, as they get up, they're all kind of glancing to the sides of the room. They're absolutely seeing that there is it feels like there's something in here with them.
Looking around, can I tell what's in here with them?
Mm-hmm. So, give me a perception check, please.
Oh yeah, I'm wise.
No, so you don't notice that you don't notice anything at this point, but you can see that they're no, you have advantage on this. I'm sorry. You notice that the kids are looking in the corners of the room.
Oh, okay. Let me roll it again. Boop.
Okay.
Much better.
Much better, for sure. So, you look around once. You don't really catch anything, but then you follow the gaze of one of the kids, the little goblin girl, as she stares at the corner of the room, just, nervously looking that direction. And there you see it. Once again, one of these small, inky, black creatures with these disgusting little faces, their arms dripping some black ink, black goo, and they're this one's pressed up in a corner, high up in it, top of the roof in the corner, just looking down and grinning.
Pulling out rapier and heading towards it.
It immediately, as it's I'd say it's probably this one. There's one right directly behind you, by the way.
Oh, I did not see it. Then I'm looking at that one.
Yeah, so he immediately, no, and he tries to run. We don't need to roll combat or initiative here, but they're basically, as soon as they see that they're spotted, they're trying to get out. That one runs across the ceiling and tries to get out the window.
Yep, I don't chase it, but I keep sword drawn and towards it.
Okay.
It
hits the ground with a splat. It actually can't run across the ceiling. Hits the ground with a splat. Kind of distorts itself into a weird shape as it reforms and just and runs out the window. 2 of the other ones as well.
Before it goes out the window.
Yeah.
Yo, they added a filter to the traits.
The traits? Huh?
Yeah, on the character sheet. You can filter by what it's from. Class, background.
Oh, that's actually great. Holy crap.
Yeah, it is.
So, minor illusion doesn't have a limit in the sense of you can have multiple at once.
No, they replace each other. Minor illusion is concentration.
No, it's not.
Well, post the spell then. Let's see. All right. 1 minute.
Duration a minute.
The illusion also ends if you dismiss it as an action or cast the spell again.
Yeah.
Where is that? Am I just looking over it?
Second sentence.
Okay, I just went over it.
Yep.
Reading sucks.
Reading
does suck.
is an unfortunate thing to do.
Okay.
But they are also
Is there-
inconsistent on where they put that kind of info. Sometimes it's the second sentence.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the second to last sentence.
Yeah, sometimes it's the very bottom separated in another paragraph.
Mhm.
Is there at any point that they're close together?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They're all trying to squeeze out. There's a window right here. And they're all comically trying to squeeze out of it. Their butts all wiggling and their feet kicking in the air as they argue in a language that I don't think either of you understand unless you understand Sylvan. They are.
We both understand.
We
Sylvan
both
Age.
understand.
Okay, cool. So
Sylvan.
they're like,
Oh
Yep.
God! Oh no! They're gonna kill us! No! No! That one's got a sword! No! Don't do it! Oh God! No shit! Oh, hey, move your fat ass!
and they're just bumping into each other.
Okay, outside the window, I want a minor illusion, a wall with spikes.
Ah! Fuck!
All right. They save against it, or they will try to save against it, is what I mean.
Yeah.
They have to do a investigation check.
Intelligence Investigation. Yep.
Oh.
Which I'm guessing for them is just straight intelligence.
Yeah, and it's bad. They're like,
No! The way is barred! We can't go out that way! We must surrender!
and they just immediately get back into the room and hit the ground and grovel.
Please, don't hurt us! We didn't mean any harm. It was just too fun to play tricks on the children. We didn't hurt them, we promise.
Completely ignoring them, I drop the first illusion and then make a box over top of them with spikes on the inside.
Yeah!
Okay. They absolutely all still they fail against that one too. I'll have the same roll apply. They basically just like,
No! Oh God! Oh no, we're trapped in here forever!
they just kind of they just silently start to mutter to each other.
Oh no.
You hear a clapping sound from behind you as the little goblin girl is now smiling ear to ear, and she says,
That was amazing! Holy crap! Hi! My name's Yavelda, and that's Caliban, and that's Pogo. They're my friends.
Pogo doesn't really say anything, just waves his little gnome hand.
You're here to rescue us?
That is the plan. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing! Oh my God! Look, I can't believe you put the boggles in a box. Look, they're so stupid.
He blows a raspberry at them.
So. Who else do you...
Oh, and they see peeking out from like behind the door, Mishka. As far as we are concerned, the children that you are rescuing that you have found are following along with the relevant party, but are non-combatants and are basically just in the area, being very sneaky and hiding behind.
How are you gonna get out?
Zelda asks.
I think we planned on walking. No?
Oh,
That did seem to be the easiest option.
Yeah, Will smiles and is like, yeah, we're gonna walk on out of here, but we gotta find the rest of the kids. The other group is, I think they hopefully are clearing out the workshop in the sewing room, but I think we only need to find, I think maybe there's. And he looks over and asks, are any of the kids in the dormitories? And Caliban responds, yeah, I think Pud and Broder are in the dormitories. Broder's really sick. I think he ate something funny from the kitchen. He was really hungry one night and there was nothing good to eat, so he ate this really weird looking plant. He's just not been really, really sick since. Pud won't leave his side.
We will see what we can do about that.
At the mention of the name Pud, you see Yavelda's face get all scrunched up in an angry goblin face.
Do you have a problem with us saving this Pud?
well, you see, Pud, can you guys keep a secret?
Sure.
Okay. Just like immediately trust you.
So, sometimes in the night, I go out on a little adventure. I know a secret route to get into Skabatha's bedroom. You gotta go out the storeroom window behind you.
She points into this little storeroom that's behind Voda right now.
Go out that storeroom window, walk across the branches really carefully that grow out of the trees that are this room is built into, and then you gotta hop onto the windowsill of Skabatha's bedroom, but you gotta it's kind of a big jump. so you gotta be really careful. And then once you're there, you're in a room. But if you mess up, you kind of fall down pretty far.
I think I can handle the jump.
Yeah, I think you can. Look, you're bunnies. That's great. But one of the things, and the reason why I don't like Pud that much, is that one of the times that I went and snuck in and was watching what happens, watching Skabatha, I saw Pud in there, and Pud was reporting to Skabatha, like he was telling her all the things that we were talking about and all the things we did. I think he works for her. That's why I don't like him.
Noted. There's a rat among the children.
Yeah, he's human, not a rat, though.
Well, it is just an expression. A rat is someone who betrays information to the other side.
Oh. So a no good, dirty scamp. Got you.
Yes.
I would just call him a butthead. That's better. But
sure. I feel butthead is more of a catch-all term, but now's not the time to argue about semantics.
You vote a language on that?
Yeah. Vote a language on.
It's towing the line.
Will looks around kind of nervously for a second, and he says, "Guys, one minute. Get a good view of what's going on in the garden if we go out on that balcony. Be a little bit. Can I take a peek?"
That would probably be a good idea.
He walks over and pulls open the door to the balcony. And looking out, you can see that there is... you carefully look out over the balcony, and it looks down into the garden below. And you notice that there is what seems to be just pure chaos out there, as the little green wormling dragon, dog-like thing, is just running in circles around Skabatha, just barking incessantly. As the scarecrows, which are at the periphery of this garden, that's filled with like vegetables and all kinds of stuff. You even see like there's farm animals and things. There's pigs and goats and chickens and all kinds of shit back there. They're all making a terrible noise. You hear the oinks of the pigs, you hear the chickens balking, the goats are bleating, and now it's almost like a cacophony or cadence of these screaming scarecrows at the periphery. Each of them just are yelling in different intervals, as you can now see that from the bushes and from multiple different angles, there's rocks being launched at them, just hitting these scarecrows in the head from obviously from slingshots and things like that. As Skabatha just stands there, her strange wooden body, and actually this is the first time that Velka and Voda have seen Skabatha. The key in her back is just spinning almost blindingly fast. She stomps her feet, angrily just yells at the bushes. "Who the fuck is in there? I can't believe this!" She, you see her take some components out of her pouch and sprinkle them in one of the beds of vegetables that are there next to her. And immediately, two skeletons rise out of the vegetable garden, taking carrots and beets and lettuce with them in their rib cages and in their different bones, as they stand up and are piecing themselves together. And she points to the bushes. "Figure out what the heck is in there!" And the skeletons stand up and start walking that direction. You also notice that there are about a dozen of these strange metallic soldiers. They're just kind of spread out around the garden, just individually poking at different bushes that they come across. Not really doing much, but they're just... And just... And Skabatha's just looking at them, shaking her head, and just like,
You're worthless! Why the hell did I even make you?
NPC patrolling.
yeah. Boom, 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 boom. So, it is basically, it's pure chaos out there right now.
Hello, Waboog? Is Waboog alive?
He's muted.
There has been some
Yep.
fucky wuckies going on, sounds like.
Yeah, he's been going in and out.
Oh, no. Okay.
These hacks really seem like a pleasant bunch so far, haven't they?
That they are.
So, Velka and Voda, you now have...
time to head out, so...
Yeah, so now you have 4 kids with you. You have Yvelda, Caliban...
4 kids TV.
Yeah, Pogo and Mishka. So, Velka and Voda, which way would you like to go now? Will is basically just like, I guess we could try to go and see what's in Skabatha's bedroom, but we also probably should meet up at the rendezvous with the other party. The dorms are back downstairs and to the south.
Yes.
Where did we come from?
You came from the door over here.
Yeah.
I do believe that we should pick up that painting and rendezvous with the rest and try and get whatever kids are left and get out of here.
I think fiddling with that painting at the moment is just going to kill the times that we don't have.
So you all go on ahead and I will stay back to take the painting. We do need it.
I'm going to let you stay behind.
Well, let us quickly see about getting the painting then, and then rendezvous.
Okay. So your plan's to head back downstairs. Fair enough. So,
Yep.
Make your way back out to the landing that is basically outside this textile room, and you see a stairwell that descends back down to the room surrounded by the brambles. Pick up with the other party. Well, Boogie, are you back and available?
I am.
Okay, cool.
Discord just decided to quit on me.
That's okay. All right.
I
A
had
bit of that
happen
going
earlier.
around.
Like
Zug,
my father's
Nutmeg,
love.
Kiwi and Rosin all arrive at the landing.
Was never hired.
You all arrive near the landing of the as that's heading up this stairway, and that's where you see cracking the door and listening. You hear an individual yelling at somebody inside.
Dunderhead!
Tries a scratchy voice as you look into the cluttered chamber.
Those tatty sleeves wouldn't serve as socks for a chicken. Start again.
And you see a plump little halfling boy and a young fluffy bugbear sitting at workbenches overlooking, watched over by a what seems to be a living child-sized doll with buttons for eyes, and there is the large animated carpet prancing around the children who don't pay it any attention. The sewing room is filled with rolls of fabric, bobbins of thread, knitting needles, and quite a few pin.
Did the scolding come from the doll?
Yes, the scolding definitely came from the doll.
Okay. I guess Kiwi would try to quietly approach the room and he would try to. Oh, I guess I can just put this on myself. I'll cast on myself. I will cast Friends.
Oh, nice. What does it do when it's on yourself?
Yeah, it's on yourself. So then it gives myself advantage on stuff.
Range self, and then no, range is self. Target is one creature of your choice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So range self just means that you have to be touching them, or
Ring self
what
means
it
you can
is
only use it. You can't use it on other people.
Yeah, it's you use it on yourself, and you only can affect
it
one
gives you the
creature with it.
Got you. That's right. So you choose the target that's affected.
Okay, are you? But I guess Kiwi, are you headed into the room?
He would put down himself, go into the room to try to negotiate.
So it's
the
basically like
children's
as
break,
you
yeah.
open the door with a flourish, you cast this spell, and you enter in and see the scene inside. So inside you see the scene that I described, but you do see a doll that you have heard of before, described to you by the kids in the workroom or in the workshop as Pincushion. And immediately as the door opens up, he turns to that direction and just,
Who is interrupting the working session? Is that you? If that's not Skabatha, then you better be getting out of here.
she turns and she sees Kiwi in the doorway.
Oh, fine and noble Pincushion. I am not Skabatha, however. God, that token is so uncomfortable.
So lovable.
It's the thing your grandma has in the living room. She just won't get rid of it. Great. In Pincushion. I am here actually as a guest of Skabatha, and we are here to examine the workforce on her behalf. I heard good things about you. I heard lots of good motivation coming from this room. However, it's time for a work rotation. The children need to come back and meet up with Skabatha for a reassignment.
Her eyes don't narrow because they can't, as a living doll. But you can see she observes you, looks you up and down, puts her hands behind her little doll back, and starts to pace around the room.
Well, it seems that your fashion, at least, is up to snuff. That hat, those wings, I can tell. Oh, I know exactly. Witchlight monarch. Oh, very nice. Good quality wings, good quality hat. Oh, the shell could use some polishing, but that's okay. So, you're here to... the children need to be rotated out?
Rotated out, yes, that's correct. That was her words.
This is something... This is new, but... Let's see.
How often do you have a monarch come and visit, I guess?
True.
I need you to give me a deception check at advantage, please.
Okay.
Leverage those titles.
Hey-ya!
Okay.
Hey-ya!
Yeah, great.
Yeah, there we go.
She looks over behind her, and she says,
Well, okay. I will allow this. But only because you're so well dressed.
Why, thank you. You honor me and your work.
Well,
Jordan?
she
Yes.
yells back at the other two kids, the bugbear and the at the bugbear and the who was it, little halfling, I believe.
There's a halfling and a bugbear.
Wendell, Rolf, you are both relieved of your duties.
And you immediately see she snaps and looks at them.
Doesn't mean that you don't need to remake those piece of trash clothing items that you just produced. They're ugly, hideous, and horrible. I do not like them, and neither will Skabatha. Now, chop! Get your ruddy little butts out of here. Also, you should wear some better clothes as well. I'll have to speak to Skabatha about this. We can't have everybody looking like ragamuffins in here. Terrible.
And the two kids, Wendell and Rolf, are like, huh? Okay, says Ruff, the bugbear. We'll be back later, I guess. And they come with you, as you can see, like peeking out from behind the stairwell, the banister of the stairwell. You see the other three kids, Nalsung and Philomena. They're just like, come on. Okay. Anybody else doing anything? As Pincushion is just observing the children leave.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's got this covered.
Just watching from the door, peeking in the through the crack of the door. Is the rug reacting?
The rug is just kind of standing menacingly in the background.
Oh no, it's
Okay.
T-posing at us.
I mean, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to stay as quiet and out of the way as possible until we extricate ourselves.
Yeah, excellent. You do see, as the children exit the room and join your group, that there is a single key on Pincushion's, tied to Pincushion's waist by a string, by a rope. That is.
Sweet.
As the kids leave, she looks back to the door and she says,
I hope that you bring the other children for rotation soon. We have multiple items that need to be completed ASAP. We better see them. Oh, also, if you don't mind, could you go and check on that one child in the dormitories? Brotter. He seems to be quite ill, and we don't want him to be making sick on any of the clothing items that he would make. So, just make sure that he is tended to.
Sure. Is there any? Does he need like a ginger ale or something?
I don't know, children. I know sewing and clothing. You figure it out.
Okay. Thank you, Pincushion, for your hospitality and generosity.
Oh, the honor is all yours.
and he turns back to the table in the center of the room where the workbench is and just starts picking up with like pinched little fingers, picking up individual items of clothing that have been constructed, and under her breath she's just muttering just horrible things about them.
Disgusting. Gross. Unwearable. Terrible.
I guess we leave the... I would ask, like, oh, is the dormitory...
Up the stairs. Now go.
Okay, it's not locked, is it?
Of course not. We don't lock the children.
Fair enough. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yes.
And close the door behind. As you head out, now with some more kids here, they look to each other and they're just like, with the door closed, whisper,
What's going on? Who are you all? We don't know who you are. Why are you here?
It's okay. We're here as part of Operation Awesome.
Maybe
Will.
you've heard of it.
Operation Awesome? Sounds awesome. What is it?
Can I get you all out of here?
Without getting caught.
That sounds awesome. Okay, we gotta go get the other kids. There's some that are making the fabric. Mishka is in the kitchen, and Broder and Pud, they're upstairs. They're upstairs because because Broder is really sick.
And so Pincushion said, let's go there first.
Okay.
all right, so your group leaves, heads up the stairs to the dormitory area where the other children, the remaining children, are. Back with Velka, Voda, and Will, you arrive back downstairs to the bramble-filled room, still displaying the pictures of your family, your parents, Voda, Velka, and your younger twin siblings. Those are the 5 portraits that are on display right now. Velka, if you're looking to take one of these, give me a quick just intelligence check real fast.
Yeah, I'm intelligent.
Yeah, I believe in you.
Pretty good.
Just straight intelligence, huh?
Yep. Okay, cool.
That's okay.
Yeah, you look around and remember, probably by the fact that there's still a little bit of dried blood on the brambles nearby it, which painting you were reaching for to try to take down. Because now that none of them have Skabatha's portrait in it anymore, I'll show your family.
Can I try taking shape water and washing off the blood?
Sure. It washes the blood off.
The pictures don't change?
No, they don't change.
Okay.
Alright, Velka, you want to attempt anything here?
Uh, yeah, I want to take the one that I'm pretty sure is the correct one.
Yes, you know. Yeah, you're fairly certain of it. Okay.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw again as you approach it.
While he's doing this, I want to just kind of stand still and look through the pseudo dragon's eyes if it's within range. Kind of
Right.
get a grasp on where people are.
You do look through the pseudo dragon's eyes, and you see just the brief moments of Kiwi talking to a living doll, and two younger individuals behind him, behind the living doll, the bugbear and the halfling. So I don't think you can hear; you can just see, right?
I can hear, I believe, but I cannot hear and see myself.
Okay, so Voda goes full fucking warg mode, and eyes go blank for a brief moment. Your ears are. I would almost imagine that your bunny ears are doing like the satellite thing, like looking in different directions.
They're like bent at 90 degrees, just kind of turning.
Yep, twitching, trying to find the direction. So yeah, you hear, and it sounds like it to you like it's probably like coming through water. You can still understand it, but you can hear Kiwi's deep voice as he converses with the strange-looking doll. The doll's high-pitched, whiny voice as she is convinced that these folks are here to do a quick rotation of children for some reason, and the two children in the room join the party as the door closes, and you you see that as Zug turns around, you can see that below them is another like large open area, similar in shape and size to the area you're currently in. So I'd say you'd be easily able to discern that it's another one of the towers of Loomlurch. And
how many did we see from the distance? It was like
2.
3 or 4 of them.
2 towers.
Oh, it's just 2.
Yep.
Okay.
There's 2 large towers that are growing out of the dead tree, of the fallen dead tree. So, doing some quick, I don't know, geography, distance, whatever calculations in your head, Voda, you can tell that they're probably fairly close, just to the southwest of you.
So, okay, here-ish.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. As you're looking, you come out of your trance, you see Velka up, successfully perched on the edge of the painting. What are you doing up there, Velka?
I'm stabbing. I'm cutting this thing out of its frame.
Okay. And you take it out of the frame with like a dagger or something like that?
Let's see. Do I have a dagger? I don't think I do. I've just got a rapier. I'm just awkwardly using my rapier.
I would have handed you a dagger.
I was about to say that'd be really.
Yeah.
What kind of character doesn't just? Everybody just has pockets full of daggers in D&D.
I actually have 2 daggers and a knife.
Yep. Oh, you know what? I actually probably have a knife in my scholar's pack. I think that's one of the items in there. I don't remember off the top of my head though. Apparently they changed the way that works. Now it just says item type items. It doesn't actually list what I have in my scholar's pack.
Yeah. So other thing too of note is you may not have noticed it the first time, but as you look at the portraits, they are actually animated, kind of like Harry Potter portraits, but not smoothly. You get the impression that the subject in them is looking around and shifting uncomfortably, but the animation kind of has a quality of like an old-timey movie. Everything is silent though, so everything is just kind of jittery and feels like awkward. Velka, as you take that dagger and drag it along the canvas of this thing, immediately as you pierce the canvas, the image goes white. It's a blank canvas.
Interesting. I think I fucked this up.
That's really the best we could do at the moment, I think.
I'm still gonna cut it out.
Yeah.
And just take the canvas with me.
Okay, so yeah, you cut it out, perched on this giant frame of this painting, and roll it up however you want, and jump back down without incident. You look up and now there's 4 paintings still with your siblings in them. And this one was probably of you, Velka, and it disappeared.
Okay.
That's ominous.
Yep, it's fine. Not gonna think anything of it.
Okay.
Where's the bedrooms? That's the last place of the kids, no?
Will points down to the southwest. It says, just through there, there's a storage area, and then there's the barracks and the dormitories at the top of that tree tower.
What is the room with the doll and the angry-looking rug?
Will scratches his head and is like trying to remember, but Mishka and or actually Velda speaks up, little goblin girl.
Oh, that's the sewing room, and that's probably Pincushion. She is a mean doll. She may look cute, but she's terrible. She's really, really harsh on anything that we make, and says that it's all trash and not fit for goblin spit. And I don't think that's a good thing.
I'm gonna remember that line for future use.
Well, that is where they are leaving. I assume they're coming this way, from my guesses.
You watched as they were turning up the stairwell in there, heading in that direction.
Okay, heading upstairs. Since that's where we need to go anyways.
Yep. Will smiles and looks at the rest of the kids in the room. All right, we'll meet up with the rest of the kids. We'll get the last ones out of the dormitory, out of the dorms, and then we're gonna get out of here, okay? They all kind of nod happily.
I crouch down to them, kind of ignoring Will for the moment. Is there any place else that the kids can be? We may have gotten some lack of helpful information from Will at some point.
Will crosses his arms and pouts. Some lack of information, I just didn't have it. Mishka smiles, says,
I don't think so. Everybody else is mostly just in the workshops, in the dorms, the sewing rooms, making the textiles, and then I was the only one in the kitchen. Could try to see if there's any. I don't think there's anybody in Skabatha's wing.
She points back towards the kitchen and beyond it.
We might take a quick look when we are done, but let's focus on getting what we know out first.
Great. Will nods and says, yeah, if we have time in the end, I totally wouldn't mind ransacking her study and ransacking her bedroom. Reasons.
They're not just turn into like an elaborate panty raid.
All right, so Velka Voda, the door to the southwest is unlocked. That heads down that.
Okay. I will check out the door. Just kind of glance out, make sure nobody's on the other side.
For sure. Yeah, you peek through to see a lighted hallway that has some closed doors. Looks like there's cupboards, basically.
Why does this place have so many doors?
Moths
Okay,
cluster
that's
around
what you want?
a single lantern that hangs from the ceiling in the middle of this hallway as you look through it, and they cast this like strange flitting shadows on the walls as they move around it. There are 3 sliding doors along the walls, and a heavier hinged door stands at the end that at the opposite end, basically like a similar door to the one you go. And you can hear the sounds of footsteps coming from that direction, and children's voices whispering.
Okay, I push the door open and just kind of gesture to everybody. Okay, time to be quick.
Ready? So quick like bunnies, you all make your way through your way down this little hallway and find yourself of it. The children quickly follow behind at the little noise possible. And as you reach the door at the end, you can hear very distinctly the voice of Kiwi, Zug, Rosin.
Do they sound in trouble?
No, they don't.
Okay. I don't bother being super secretive as I open the door.
Yep. Door opens up, and you catch just the tail end of them as they are basically walking up the stairs that you see here. They're near the top of it, though, and about to enter onto the landing up there. And you see a gaggle of children of various, of various types following closely behind them. The last one who's walking up there, the female bugbear Rolf, or Rolf, turns around and, in a not as subtle voice as she probably should have, is like, "Oh,
I very quickly put a finger to my lips.
it's and she looks back at you. Oh, it's Will. And the other kids all look in that direction. Like, wow. They all kind of clap. So now, yes, the party is now together again.
Reunited.
And it feels
And
so
it feels
good.
so good.
You
Alrighty.
two.
Okay.
Like siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
where are you guys going?
Do we get all the kids? I mean, we get all the kids.
Hey,
Well-
we're going to the dorm.
All right,
I
more.
think those are the last ones left, as far as we know.
Because you all got from the kitchen, and there's just the kitchen and the dorms, I believe, is all we had left to go. Like for kids, but there's also,
Oh, we're heading upstairs to the dorms, right?
Yeah.
Are there any, like,
To the tower?
are there any like bonus kids where like we find more than we needed?
It's secret bonus kids.
Will looks around and counts. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, we're just missing 2. It's just Broader and Pud.
Rescue 6,
Oh,
get the
wait.
7th for free.
We
Broader,
also
Broader's the
found a
one
dwarf.
who's sick.
Broader
Oh,
is
sorry,
the one who's
Broader's sick.
Yeah. Okay.
And
We found a dwarf in a hole.
Wait,
We
dwarves
decided-
are kid size.
Oh,
Should we save him too?
as
Yeah,
you
maybe
say,
the
yeah,
dwarf
as you
is the
say that,
bonus
one of the kids is like, one of the kids looks over to Mishka and just like,
Oh yeah, Mishka told us about him. He's a nice dwarf, and Granny's really angry at him. She put him in a hole. Luckily, Mishka feeds him all the little scraps that she can, so that he's still okay. But he's a funny guy. He's nice, but hopefully he doesn't get planted and turned into vegetables.
He
We will-
sponsors that groups that we heard about. What's their name?
The one that is opposite the League of Malevolence. What was it? The League of Good
Heroes.
Extraordinary
Guys.
Gentlemen.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Let me look at my notes.
Good
It
guys.
is
League of Beneficents.
Victor. Wait, Valor's Call.
Yeah,
Valor's
that
Call.
one.
That was the one.
Yeah. Okay, let's get him too. Wait, where was he?
at
He's
this
in
point,
the
you
kitchen.
sorry, and Rosin would chime in at this point as she just silently jingles the ring of keys that she has.
That is very fortuitous. We shall grab him on the way out.
I think our way of doing it was more entertaining.
That is true, but it also did not work.
It worked once.
It did work
Could
once.
this work again?
Well,
That was a hefty
we
luck.
we can discuss strategies later. Cause just chaos outside still going. Upstairs. Ah!
Yeah,
I go running upstairs.
you can hear the sound of chaos still going on outside as the barking is continuing. Stuff. All right, so
Yeah.
Party. You clamber up the stairs and you find yourselves on a landing that is looking outside. That looks at 2 double doors that are facing the. Oh, who did I lose? Did I lose Zug? Yeah, I lost Zug.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm looking
That
for.
sounds canonically accurate.
Zug,
Yes.
did you move you moved yourself as I moved you? Oh.
I probably did. I was
are
walking
you
up the
like
stairs.
fully in the dark?
Let me zoom way the fuck out. Yes.
You exist in the nether realm of this map at the moment.
Dude's in the fucking ethereal
Yeah, you're in
plane.
the ethereal. There you go. Now you're back. All right.
Ah!
Hey.
Whew, spooky.
That also in some way sounds very Zug.
Poofed out of the ethereal. Wow, that was weird. Okay.
I got too excited.
All right, so you find yourselves outside 2 double doors here on the top floor of this tower, and as you can hear 2 muffled voices from inside.
Put my ear to the door, my big, massive bunny ear. What do I hear?
You hear the sound of like coughing, and then another voice comes in just quietly, just like, just be careful. Don't try to sleep, try to rest. You're gonna be okay. I really think you're gonna be okay. We'll figure this out. Broader, I promise. Coughing.
Where are you going?
Open the door.
Okay. Push the door open. Here you see 2 children, but also you see the scene of a dormitory here that's nestled in the tree boughs and with round windows that overlook a wooden balcony outside. Lining the walls are 10 child-sized bunks outfitted with patchwork quilts and straw-stuffed pillows. There is a young male dwarf lying in one of the bunks, coughing and drenched in sweat, while an older lad mops his brow with water from a bucket. There are 2 doors that exit the room. One leads to the balcony, and another one is what you just leads deeper in.
Wait, who's gonna be the? Yeah, I pause at the door entry. Will, you want to take the lead?
Will steps through, and then Pud looks at the group and hushes, shh, and points to the balcony. And actually, you see outside on the balcony, marching back and forth, 2 of the insult. They're basically guarding that exit. What looks to be the garden.
So they could easily see in to where we're at.
They're not.
Where the
they're
kids
not
are?
looking in. They don't seem to be paying attention to themselves. They seem to be looking at the chaos that's happening out in the garden.
Got it.
I minor illusion a curtain over the window.
Okay. Pud looks back to the kid looks back to the group. Quietly looks to you all and just says,
Are you back here, Will? Thought you left us all.
Will just, I did for a bit, but we got almost everybody. You're the last 2. This group, they're here to help. They've helped us. They helped everybody break out. We're gonna get everybody out of here.
Waiting from the door. Hello.
Mm-hmm. And Pud looks back to Will, looks to the group, looks to all the kids who are kind of peeking around the door frame and looking in here. He says, we can't leave Broader. And you look over and you see this dwarf groans in pain. And he holds his stomach and over. He ate something weird. Said he was really hungry and got something from the garden, from the kitchen. I'm not sure, but he hasn't been the same since. Just trying to take care of him. I don't think he's going to. If we try to get him to walk, I don't know what's going to happen.
How long ago was this?
Like, just last night? Barely been any time.
Has he defecated since then?
Or tried vomiting?
Or
just
vomited?
farted. Like sometimes all I need is a good toot.
He's vomited. He's barfed, if that's what you mean. Yeah. But doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I would like to cast Detect Magic to see if it's a magical ailment.
Oops. I didn't mean to cast that. I was trying to open it up and see what that does.
No, it is not. You do not get any aura of magic off of him right now. You do, of course, get a magical aura off the illusion that is on the window, and then a faint thing from the soldiers behind that. I guess they would be like conjuration magic. And the
While I'm here, is the canvas in my backpack pinging, or?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, okay, so the magic wasn't broken, it's just... Interesting, okay.
Wait, I have an idea. Hold on. I'm gonna kind of like crawl, like belly crawl in to try to stay low, just in case those soldiers look in.
Fucking.
So I'm like a lizard right now, like yeah. I get up close to him. Like I get close to what's his face? The names hard. Yeah, pretty much that's not going in.
Pud looks at you terrified as you run into the room like that.
God,
I had a skull on my head too. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh god, I'm gonna die.
I have an idea. I'm gonna kind of get up close and I before I do anything, I just want to do a really close check, like doing the whole back of the claw against the forehead. Does he feel hot or yeah? Medicine.
You're not a doctor, but you played one on TV.
Yeah.
You can tell that he is his pulse, his the sweating, the fact that he's vomited, and the fact that he's weak. You can tell that he is basically he's poisoned at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know I can help, but I can't do it today. Can we get him out here like this?
Pud looks to you, looks to Will, looks to the rest of the party, looks back down at Brother. And Brother's, they're children. It's not like he'd be hard to carry. He could easily...
Well, I was actually thinking I may look around... Well, one of us can carry him. We're all kind of, diminutive.
I can do it.
Or I can turn it into something. But I say that if we need it for later.
Yeah, you could easily, plonk him on the shell back of Kiwi, and nestle him in the neck between like the back of his neck and like the shell, basically.
Yeah, I'll do it. If we're doing that, I'll probably start dragging him towards the door to start and be like, wait, and then we'll try to help place him on Kiwi's shoulders.
We'll be your beast of burden begins to play.
As I'm doing, like, don't worry, he's probably not contagious.
Well, yeah, he ate something, so if that's contagious, we're all dead. Anyway.
I need you to, Zug, as you start to kind of move Broder and get him on top of Kiwi, you watch as Pud Pud is watching your party and more or less just looking everybody up and down. Could you give me a quick insight check?
Sorry, who's...
Actually, Rosin would assume Rosin would actually be watching this as well.
I also had suspicions.
Who
about
commented on Pud? Because someone mentioned that to somebody.
One of the kids. It was one of the kids to me.
Yeah, so it's one of the kids. It's Yvelda, one of the kids from the textile mill area. So that is they conversed and said that to Voda, Velka, and Will.
Okay.
So Velka, if you want to watch him, you can have an insight check at advantage.
Yep. Why is that not an advantage? I thought I clicked advantage. Oh well.
Do it again.
Insight.
Push the button.
Oh no!
It's even better.
Possibly distracted by Zug trying to get Broder up on the back of Kiwi, but Rosin is able to discern that Bud is definitely observing the party in a suspicious way. He Zug, as that's happening, could you please give me a persuasion check at advantage?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. 16.
Great. So you watch or Rosin watches and would communicate this as Pud is observing the party, watching everybody and picking up Broder, and then as you're talking to him, Zug, or you're talking about, I can cure him, but maybe not today. I promise I'll be able to. There's a moment of doubt on his face, and then he looks at you, and something about you, Zug, is just comforting, and he just vocally says, "All right, I trust you, you strange lizard, but you gotta promise me." He takes a hand out and does the pinky promise thing. You gotta promise me. You're gonna cure him, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I can figure. Yeah, sure. I pinky claw out.
Mm-hmm. Reaches out and shakes it. Okay. That's binding. That's binding. If you don't, that pinky's gonna fall off. That's what it works.
If you break that rule here, you just die.
You made a pact to the Feywild, bro. That's
That's fine. I can regrow it. Don't worry, I'll cure him. As I'm looking through my spell list, I know I have something for. Yes, I do. Okay, never mind. I was like panic for a minute. I know I have something for this, and I couldn't find it.
Obviously,
Lesser Restoration does it.
That does it, as well as anything.
I thought Good Berries might too, but I don't know.
I think Goodberry actually does. Specifically, Goodberry does say.
Oh no! It restores hit points.
No, it doesn't. For some reason I thought so as well.
I thought, yeah, but there is something specific, but I can always just take Lesser Restoration in the morning.
Yeah, and yeah, that definitely.
Oh, I've also maybe I have Purify Food to Drink, so maybe next time. Doesn't happen.
Yeah. So, getting Broter on their back. You are on your back, Kiwi. You send downwards and quietly past the door, or the door to the sewing room, where you can still hear a pincushion yelling angrily at whatever piece of clothing she has been picking up. All right, I'm gonna move you back there. Nobody move, because I don't want to lose anybody in the ether.
I ain't touching shit.
This is how I get stuck in the walls again.
So, doors closed. Don't worry, you're not looking into the room with pincushion. That door is.
Good.
So we got 10 kids total in tow now?
You have 11, actually.
11, okay.
Yep.
So it feels like one of those collection quests in MMO where you have your little rescue folks following around in like a
one more than
cluster.
There were beds in them. Possibly because
I would make sure to follow up behind, keeping an eye on everyone.
Okay, yeah, you're bringing up the rear. You all arrive back in the barracks area here, and as you do, you see a nervous goblin, toffee apple-headed goblin, kind of walking around the workshop, and he's kind of looking out the windows into the garden. He sees you all come back down with all the children in tow, and he like runs to the door and quickly is just like, "Oi, all right, I think you got all of them, eh? I think Skabatha's getting quite worked up out there. I don't know how much longer she's going to be occupied. So if you're going to get out of here, you got to get out of here quick." And he points at the door down there in the workshop. "She's out there in the garden. If you're going to get out of here, you might want to get out in another direction. I'm not sure. She might be coming back this way."
Where? I look over to Vokavelda. Where was this dwarf? Well, you came, right?
He was in a hole in the kitchen.
Kitchen is
This way.
This way?
And I would just point.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah.
All right, so you scamper down the hallway. Once again, Zug, Rosin, Nutmeg, and Kiwi. You haven't seen this area yet. As you walk through here, Zug, the moths that are flitting around the ceiling almost part as you make your way through here like a crazy on your crazy fucking kobold sprint through here, and you do see these 3 sliding doors that look kind of like storage closet entrances down this hallway. Then at the end, the door remains open, where you can see in a dimly lit room a room that for some reason has a bunch of herringons and giant family portrait style stuff in there. Weird.
Very
Well,
tasteful.
Yeah,
I'll
that's weird.
sprint ahead just up to there, and I'll look back and wait for people to catch up.
Okay.
I'm
Is,
making sure to
nobody's
close
doing
doors
anything else in
behind
this
me.
room right now?
I'm tempted to, but no.
What did you attempt to do in that room?
No, I'm tempted to.
Okay.
I see unclosed doors, and as Zug would be like, "Oh, I want seats in there," but we're focused.
There are closed doors, yes. All right. Rosin listens at the she has to listen at closed doors, so she does a quick perception check, and rolls another 23. The doorway here, she hears very slight and low breathing. Okay.
Suspicious.
Alright. Rosin moves away from that door and lets people know very quietly that she hears some breathing from.
Evie would ask the kids who or what is in there.
Nishka speaks up. She's like,
I don't like. I never go in there. It's really scary. That's where Granny Nightshade's worker? I don't know what they are. The creepy girl with the mask. That's where she sleeps.
Oh.
Sow pig.
I very quickly start rushing the
let's go
kids
steal
down
her
the
shit.
hall.
Yep.
Go get my gun.
Oh shit, that's the mask girl, right? Yeah.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
Sow pig.
Dude,
What are you
this
seeing?
tower fucking sucks between like creepy doll and creepy girl.
Yeah.
Like, we could steal her shit. We could like take all of her socks. Think how awesome that'd be.
Why do we need socks?
We
So
don't.
they
But
can't
she
have it.
does.
Okay. Well, as Voda hustles the rest of the kids down the hallway, you end up in the the room at the end of the hallway, which is the family portrait room. And now it has remaining here. It has a weirdly animated and moving portrait of Voda. A portrait of Voda of a older looking male Harengon, an older looking female Harengon, and then a portrait of 2 Harengons together that look like twins as well, but younger. And then a single frame that is empty, and you can see that there are basically, shards or strips of fabric that are still attached to the frame that looks like somebody hastily cut it out of there.
Wouldn't have twins want to explain why you're in these pictures?
Nope, there's the door. Let's go.
There's
Yeah, and also,
there's 2
Oh,
doors
grab
here.
that
There's
pink.
one door here, and there is the door that Velka and Voda know go back towards the.
Wait, are you working for her? Why are you here? Does she like you?
Zug,
confused.
give me a
Velka
dexterity
touched things
saving throw, Zug.
Oh. Okay.
Fail.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Oh.
So, but basically, Zug, as you're probably just
Mhm.
zooming around this room, looking at each of the paintings, you narrowly miss ripping your arm on one of these brambles. But nothing happens.
Velka was scurrying around, and as this happened, can we go, please?
Fine, but you're acting a little sus.
Very sus. actually.
We were
don't
told.
want to die in here.
Yes, we were told to steal a painting.
Right, but these are your family.
Yes, because this room is magical and it pierced me. I point to the vines, and then my family showed up in the paintings.
I look at you. I look at the thorns. Look at Velka or Voda. Look back. I
I'm
can't keep you guys
ushering the
straight.
kids into the kitchen.
Okay, I believe you. Let's go. Ah, I like this place.
I was expecting Doug to just at that point just like grab the just like reach out and grab the thorns.
It was a 50-50 toss-up, to be fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to see it to see how many fucking kobolds show up, but
Yeah,
no.
it's now just 4 portraits just filled with kobolds that are just like, is that oh god, I have like a desktop paper that's all Gengars, but it's something that I would let me.
Oops, all kobolds.
Yeah, but
It's also
all
funny
kobolds.
because I was watching that lore video on kobolds that apparently they're all raised by like the community and not by their like actual parents. So everybody in a kobold, yeah, like everyone in a kobold family is all related, or like you can't differentiate like who's kid or whatever. It's just like a total mess.
So I would imagine the event, if it was portraits of Zug's community, it would be just every portrait would just be that, just all kobolds, just all like on top of each other, just like squished in various expressions.
Oops, all kobolds.
They're a
Overload the
cohort.
RAM on the painting.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll follow out.
All
I
right, so
avoid.
the children get pushed into the kitchen, and actually, oh yeah, you guys fit through the doggy door on the way out. Rosin tries multiple keys, looks at the one that says kitchen, and unlocks the kitchen door.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there's one that says kitchen. So that
Checks
door
out.
is now unlocked. The kids all run in there, and as they do, they just start like prancing all over the kitchen and like jumping into cupboards and stuff. And like, oh, we never get to be in here. Oh, cool food. And there's like eating crackers and eating just like snacks and things like that.
Before they eat it, I dutifully point out, remember the last time that somebody stole food, and I point to the kid on Kiwi's back.
Oh yeah.
Can't carry you all.
And then as that happened, do we just get that comical just moment of all of them, like one of them just has like their cheeks chipmunked out, like, and they just go and just spit all the food. Everybody just starts spitting the food out onto the ground. As they do that, you see the little door of the oven. And you hear something rumbling from inside, and a flaming arm, like a clawed flaming arm, just made completely out of flames and embers, reaches out and just starts sweeping in all of the scraps and crumbs and stuff, and bringing
God,
it inside.
I want one of those.
It's Calcifer, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you look inside? I mean, everybody saw that.
I would.
Okay.
I think I'd be curious to look in. Yeah.
Yeah,
have
you
eyebrows
lean
to
down
singe
and
off.
look inside. You can see two little
Same.
black coal eyes staring back at you, and as you can see, what almost resembles a face munching on the scraps of food that were thrown upon the floor.
Kiwi tips his hat to the coal fae. And,
Yeah.
Pardon. And I would poke my head back out. I don't want to upset it.
Oh, I just tilt my head like, neat, and I just leave.
Hello?
And I leave
Is
out.
there? I hear a lot of children and a lot of feet. Hello? Is there anybody? Hello? Help!
Yeah,
That's a dwarf. And then all of a sudden,
the keys.
Rosin
from
hands
the
the keys
dwarf's
over to you,
perspective-
Velka.
I will,
from the dwarf's perspective, he just hears a hi.
Your just the long snout of a kobold just pokes down through the grate of this hole, and you probably going just the sound of your feet scampering on the cobblestones, and you just bonk him on top of his head. Boom.
Whoops! We'll get you out.
You see that he's still wearing his armor and stuff in there. I did describe him as being basically down to his skivvies, but he does still have his armor.
Oh, hello, my kobold friend. Name's Elkhorn. Nice to meet you.
You
He's with
Hi.
us.
okay?
I'm Zug. I'm with the crew.
You,
Good job.
Velka, you go over to the lock, which is kind of a bit mangled and wet from the ice that you put
Oh, the
inside
ice
of it.
attempt. Yeah.
But you find the key that fits, and with a loud clang, it opens up.
All right. Perfect. I hold down a hand to help him up, even though I'm not very strong.
He pulls himself up and out with your help, but he just
Oh, shite. Oh, pardon. On the language around the children. Ah, shoot. Thank you all. I don't know how much longer I would have been able to stay down inside of there. Oh, boy. Man, I think only if it was just a day more, I was going to be planted in the garden. Or at least that's what Scabatha threatened me with. Any of you seen my weapons? I don't have my shield or my sword.
I'll look around the room.
You look around and you hear a clang, clang, bonk as one of the kids is rummaging through a cupboard and just pulls out a long sword and a shield, and they just bonk onto the ground, and they just stand there with their, like, looking back and forth with their hands behind their back.
What do you got there? A knife.
Yeah. I found it. Yeah.
I pat them on the head and just go, this is a very good job.
Yeah,
and
they were
then very
definitely
quickly kick them away from the
Yeah,
kid.
there was two kids. It was probably Null, the drow, along with Rolf, who were probably like, Rolf had the sword and was like about to bonk Null, who was trying to hold the shield up against it. Like, I wasn't gonna do anything.
Fight, yeah.
I wasn't gonna hit him. We were pretending.
You're just playing.
You notice that the sword, the shield is well made, sturdy, wooden shield with iron on it, but the sword is definitely very well made. And as you, Voda, as you pick it up, it's very light. Seems to be made very well crafted, not made by like plain materials. And Elkhorn is doing some stretches and loosening up, and he's like, there she is. Oh, haven't seen her in a bit. Thank you. Appreciate it. He holds his hand out for the sword and shield.
Yep. I hand them to him.
Oh, nice to have these things back. And there's Elkhorn. Your boy.
Maybe just a cutie.
He is very, he be dwarf. He be very dwarf.
Yeah, he's got
Very,
peak
very
dwarf energy.
Mm-hmm. Capital D on that dwarf.
Here's the full art of him.
Oh, yep.
Got a large buckler. I guess that's a buckler shield.
He's a standard issue dwarf.
Yeah, standard issue dwarf. He stretches and he looks around. Thank you. I got to thank you for the rescuing and for getting all these kids. I can't believe it, but I'm so glad that you've come here to help them out and to help me out. I'll let you know a little bit before we get going, but as I already told some of you, I think I'm a member of the Valor's Call, an elite adventuring party that entered Prismere. We are called here to confront our arch enemies, the League of Malevolence. So
we turned one of them good.
Yeah, we got one. He's cool.
We did.
Wait, well, one moment. So we came in. It was me. It was Strongheart the Paladin, Mercy on the Cleric, Molliver the Rogue, and Ringlehrand the Wizard, and we went to the Palace of Heart's Desire to find the League of Malevolence. Those bastards, they set a trap for us.
Language.
Oh, pardon, I'm sorry.
He holds out a swear jar.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a copper and puts it in there. Ding, ding.
All right, this is now canon, and I love it.
Yep. Money making method.
Yeah.
I will pull out just a handful of copper and just put it in there.
Backlog. Yeah.
Yep.
You cannot think in advance.
Did not know that we had
Damn.
this. I am paying back, not forward.
So they laid a trap.
Yeah, we caught up with the League of Malevolence at the palace in home of the Archphase Iblina, and we fought a mighty battle there in the halls. But I think I was knocked out or something, and then I woke up here in Loonlurch, and well, Granny Nightshade was interested in me for a bit, but now doesn't seem to be concerned if I live or die or if I starve to death. Luckily, Mishka and the other children feed me scraps after their dinners. Nice.
Well, you will not have to eat scraps any longer. Let's make our way from this place.
Yeah, we gotta extricate ourselves and all the children's, and we have to go. What?
Sorry. Did the kitchen door open inward or outward?
This one over here?
Mm-hmm.
Inward. So it opened to this side. It opened into the kitchen. You'd be pulling it if you were leaving right now.
Okay. I'm going to grab some kind of some kind of container for water.
Yeah.
Quickly run back down the hall. And shape water and freeze the door sow piglin.
Okay. Yeah, very easily can do that. You freeze the side that would be pulled, like that would slide out and freezes up.
And then very quickly come back.
Meanwhile, we're just sort of standing around, just doing our that's an adventure in life, though, right? Yeah.
As Elkhorn starts walking around and loosening up his old bones, you can notice that he is, for a dwarf, actually pretty old. And you can see that he is probably... He looks like he's at the end of his adventuring days, actually. He's not, decrepit, but for a...
He's
a
reached
combat, a frontline combatant. He is looking, as he holds his shield up and his sword up and, adjusts things, you can see that there is a little bit of creak to his bones and stuff like that.
Got some gray in that beard.
Yep.
He's reaching that Heinrich age.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old man in a young man's career.
Yeah.
No country for these old men.
He's a 35-year-old NFL player.
No minds for old dwarves.
Yeah. No minds for... Oh, now that's a parody I want to watch. As long as, what's his name, still plays the villain.
Yeah. All right. Elkhorn looks to the group and he says, I know you have all these children with you, and I don't know where the rest of my party is, and I'm not even sure where, if I can get back to Valor's Call and help out, but still want to be able to do some good, so, if you need some extra protection...
I come in as he says that and says, good, you're on babysitting duty.
Excellent. I was going to volunteer. Great.
All right, everyone, come, get in line. Stay close to me. I have an idea. But as we exit, as I pull out of my herb pouch, what is it again? Hold up. It is. What? Where the fuck? Oh, a leaf of mistletoe and a sprig of spruce.
Yeah.
So I'm holding those. I'm like, just stay close to me when we get out this door.
Oh, I'm not kissing you.
That's fine.
So you see the door that...
I mean, I will.
That's also fine.
So, as you're standing here in the kitchen, the door is not open to the outside. Technically, it's still closed. I just deleted it.
Okay.
Just put it there. Place a door real quick. Now a door there.
And we know, well, Falcovoda and Will know that's where they came in from.
Mm-hmm.
And should know the way to go. And we know that this is where you guys came in from. So I'll look over to you three. Well, you know how to get out in here. You lead the way out. As soon as we get that door, stay close. Stay within 10 feet. There we go. That goes for you kids too.
You do see some of the kids are furtively looking down at the end of the hallway to the door of that direction.
What is it? What's down there?
That's where Granny lives. That's her wing.
Oh.
Will, you said you wanted to get something from there?
Yeah, you see Will eagerly looking in that direction.
I want to take a real... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I definitely would want to. And Zug, you and Rosin, as you look at that door, your heart pulls to it.
I kind of want to look in there too.
I think
I want to actively now listen as carefully as I can. Does the ruckus outside sound just as crazy, or is it just calmed down? Is it moved?
Give me a
In
perception
the
check.
last 5 minutes or so. Just trying
I
to
mean,
gauge
when are we
that.
ever gonna have a chance like this again? Let's fucking break into that shit.
Whew, 22.
It's starting to cool down a little bit.
Well, if we're gonna do it, we gotta do it fast. She's gonna come back. I give us like a minute or two. I want to see it. Fuck! I run at it.
Language.
The
Sorry! I throw a
Jar.
coin back on my shoulder. Yeah, throw it on my shoulder.
Ting, 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 ting. Okay, so you heading over to that door.
But I'm gonna before like busting open. I'm gonna
Yeah,
inspect it. I run that portion.
Elkhorn looks around and he says, I'll watch the kids here. I'll keep them safe. Do you think it's best to stay inside or should we head out?
I just stay in for now. I got a spell that'll keep us hard to see once we get outside. But if you hear her coming, yell and we'll go.
You hear, with that perception check, you also hear... So you heard the kerfuffle that's coming from the direction of the garden, which is to the west of you. But you also, oddly enough, heard quite a lot of swearing coming from beyond the door that is out of the kitchen.
Out of the kitchen?
The-
On the same floor?
This way, yeah.
Oh, that one that's closed right now.
Yep.
Well, that's been frozen.
No, that one's not been frozen.
Oh, that's the other one, sorry.
One
Yeah.
further down the hall has been frozen.
Yeah.
Is it a voice I recognize or just random swearing?
You actually would reckon it sounds familiar, and you realize it sounds very similar to those things that were underneath that tree that were once goats, but turned into some weird little things.
Oh,
the
the red caps. And I still have one of their sickles. I'll look over to the door. Elkhorn.
Yeah.
Post up. I'll kind of like. Actually, I can just telepathically because I have that ability, and try to keep quiet. I'm gonna message him directly. In his voice or his head, he just hears, "I think there might be some red caps outside that door. Just post up right there, real quick, while we do this."
He
We'll be out soon.
Yeah, he moves over there, looks out the door and like cracks it a bit and peeks out there, and he reports, "Oh shite. Oh, sorry." And he puts a copper into the thing.
I love it.
6 of them. They're all milling about out there, like trying to kick each other or something. They look really pissed off.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll either have to deal with those or go through here. Let's see what's through this door.
All right.
And I'll try to handle now
Yeah,
over by this door.
Let me just double confirm something.
Okay, because I probably should check if it's trapped, but I'm hasty and
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Nope, part of plan awesome is not
it's
getting caught.
locked.
It means we can't get caught.
it's locked. Ah, damn it! I mean, I strut over.
Oh,
I put our coin into the.
apologies. Sorry,
staring at
apologies. It is not locked. It is a jar.
Oh, okay.
No,
Push over
it's
the
a
jar.
door.
I was.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
my brain cell.
All right, you know what? Actually, this
I
time
want it now.
I'll kind of push it with the butt of my spear. Just
It
kind of push it a
creaks
little further
open.
over.
Slides open, and beyond it, you see the what looks to be a study. You see a staircase running along the wall of this circular room, and so I was wrong before. There's 3 towers. A staircase runs along the wall of the circular room and climbs to an upper level. Tucked behind the curtains of moss and ivy are numerous bookshelves bearing ancient tomes, and built into one of these bookcases is a tall oval mirror in a wooden frame. Flickering candlelight emanates from the eye sockets of a human skull resting on an open roll-top desk.
The skull's name Bob.
The skull's on. Okay. I look over my shoulder. Well, you got some business?
He goes through, he's like, "Let's go, come on, good stuff
I'll
in here."
follow. I'll tag along like right behind him. I'm just following him.
Okay, anybody else going inside?
I didn't mean to.
Oh, accidentally augury.
I accidentally contacted spirit. Hang on.
I hate
I
when I
butt
do
dialed
that.
the undead, the dead.
That's a very nutmeg thing to do.
Mhm.
No, baby, of course I'll resurrect you.
Oh God.
All right. so as you step in here, you can see that there is just this little desk that seems to be used for scrawling multiple notes and things like that. The shelves of the bookshelves contain all kinds of strange books, but the weirdest thing about it is that each book has a withered frog's body stitched into its spine.
The fuck? I mean, I know it's a Feywild, but come on. Frogs.
That's a little too wild.
Would that be a reference at all to of Lorna, the frogs, or it's just a hag thing? It's probably just a hag thing.
Probably just a hag thing.
Just a hag thing.
Okay. Who else is going into the study? I see we got Zug and
I am.
okay, Zug, Zug, Nutmeg, Kiwi, Velka, Voda. Are you heading in there?
I'm staying with the kids.
Hey,
Yeah.
Voda's staying with the kids. Kiwi will go in with the one on his back.
Yeah,
Rosin
Rosin would definitely be going in. Okay,
I'm gonna do one thing as we get in here, because I can do this once per day for free. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And it's just I close my eyes and look like I have to take a crap. I'm like, do I sense any minds in this area?
Any
Oh,
minds?
laid an egg. Like people, hidden people. Because you can detect like if you can't see them, you can detect like if there's people in the room, or like conscientious spirits or whatever. I can link it how it works. I forget. I used it all last campaign.
Imagine it when the ping like hits Kiwi or Nutmeg, you just get like a static hum back.
Yeah. So it's a dial-up sound. Do do do. Boom boom boom.
Yeah.
It's it's just like some Snoop Dogg instrumental. Smoke weed every day, just on repeat.
Yeah.
God.
Hey.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, the specific thing is if I can see if there are cognizant creatures in the area.
nope. There are none.
Nothing. Obviously,
Except,
friends
excluding your party.
No bonus
Okay,
presents.
I open my eyes. No one in the room. Let's keep looking.
Will looks around looks around the shelves and he's like, nah, it's not here. And he goes over to the desk and takes a look at that, and he just kind of starts. He's like, "There's just all good, just letters in here." That's okay. So you
Letters
see-
in the desk.
yeah,
he's
letters
looking
on the
through?
desk.
Okay.
I would ask
I'll-
Will, is there something in particular you're looking for there, champ?
There's, well, here's one, and he holds up another wanted poster with his face on it. And it says, "Wanted, Will of the Feywild. Find this Flibbertgibbet and deliver him to me alive and unharmed, and I shall make you as strong as an octopus."
In other words, I will turn you into an octopus.
That's a
Like-
fucking limit.
Just know his worst fates.
He keeps rummaging through stuff on here, and he pulls some stuff out and like tosses some stuff on the side, and finally he just goes, got it. And he holds up what looks to be a small varnished human eyeball inside the lower half of a small hourglass that is on a necklace that seems to be made out of some sort of woven hair.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
He looks at it and he like tosses it in the air and grabs it and goes, "Good."
So,
Puts
what
it
you
in his
got
pocket.
there, sport?
Yeah, how do you know about this? What is it?
Turns around and he kind of does the Peter Pan hands on the hips type of thing and goes, "That's their hag eye. And now it's mine."
Is that like a metaphor or is it like literal?
No.
I don't know what that means.
He brings it out and holds it up at the end of the little dangling string, and he says, "This is the Hourglass Coven's hag eye."
Yeah.
Come on, you all know. Really?
No.
Nah, son, we're new
One
here.
finger out of my
You,
nose.
you would have thought we'd have been doing homework or something, but no.
All three of the hags in this coven, the Hourglass Coven, they could use it if they wanted to. And if you can see, any hag can take an action to see what the hag eye sees. If the hag eye is on the same plane of existence, I'm going to take this thing and destroy it.
That breaks
Yeah,
the coven.
Oh no, it hurts them terribly. Use it as leverage.
I like it. That's savage.
Yeah, I mean, are you gonna destroy it or are you gonna use it as leverage? You can't do both.
I'll destroy it if Skabatha doesn't listen to us.
Well,
Okay.
why don't we take this back to, safe harbor and decide what to do with it? But I like what you're doing with it.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a good way to make sure we get out the door here.
Yeah. Also, speaking of which, we should probably do that.
Hang on, I gotta look for something of high value to take out of here.
Okay, go fast.
I'm
You
gonna look for
find,
something of
yeah,
high
you find two
value,
other things. There's
something
two
like
other things in the
quills
desk.
or pens. Like,
Oh yeah, you find a quill.
You know.
You find a quill.
yeah, hell
You find a
yeah,
black
nice,
feathered
nice.
quill with a bone tip, and and as you pick it up, you see that it is dripping red ink, without being dipped in
Put it in
anything.
my bag of stolen shit.
Nice. Red ink, like blood.
It's
With
the
a
color
blood
of it's the color, a crimson color of fresh blood, and you look and there's no like source of it in the quill, and you don't see any inkwell on the desk either.
Neat.
Yeah,
Also, is that the
she's,
same blood
grading
color
papers.
that those posters were written in?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Neat. Take it.
Oh, there's gotta be. No, go ahead.
The
Yeah,
last
this
thing that you
basically-
find there is just kind of a random thing. Is a tiny clockwork toad.
Nice.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm taking that too.
Wait, that's great. We'll have to play with that later, see what it does.
Both Rosin and Zug, your heartstrings and that feeling in the
Oh, yeah.
gut of your in the pit of your chest pulls you towards the stairs.
I look at Rosin. We're a bit of a rush, but you feel what I'm feeling.
He shrugs and point and says, "We're going."
Yes. All right, me first. I go charging up.
Right. Um,
This is
So
gonna go
Zug,
poorly.
you
God damn it.
Zug scampers up the stairs, and Rosin, you float and fly up the stairs, and you arrive upstairs into what is into what looks to be a dark room. Apparently, there's no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, now there is. Oink.
Oh, okay. Is it? It is illuminated though, right? It's
Well,
not
Rosin has a
actually-
light on her. So as she
okay.
climbs the stairs, you see the rest of this place illuminated. So almost everything about this bedroom is orderly. From the bed with the patchwork quilt to the ornamental pigs arranged in a neat row on the dresser. Such tidiness is at odds, however, with a decaying dollhouse that is sitting on the bedside table. This 3-foot-tall edifice has seen better days and is now besmirched by peeling paint, mold, and rot. Behind the dollhouse, by the window, moths flutter inside a large bell jar. Facing one other along the outer wall are a pair of doors. Next to the door closest to the staircase is a wooden rocking cradle with a neatly folded blanket in it.
Well, I'm looking straight at the dollhouse. I'm remembering what was said during the carnival ride. That's where she sleeps. It's probably going to be in there. I imagine we'd feel a draw to it.
You feel pulled towards the dollhouse.
I'll look over at Rosin kind of hesitantly, then I'll slowly, not sprinting up, but I will walk up to it and trying to see if I can get any sense of what, even as both a player and a character, I don't know what exactly it is I'm looking for or what to expect. So I'm being really hesitant approaching it and just looking at it closer.
Yeah, so you're looking around it. The dollhouse itself is odd, mainly because it doesn't really. It's different from dollhouses that you would see, that even most of us have seen, or that any of your characters have seen. It is a fully enclosed dollhouse rather than being open at the back as a normal dollhouse would be.
Right. It's like a miniature actual house at this point. Because what does it say again? It is from the very beginning. It is lives in sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she's. Whoa! Wait a minute. I'll probably be muttering this over like out loud so Rosa can hear us. But the hag you seek sleeps in a dollhouse and can't remember the first creature she sees when she wakes up. What does that mean?
That's currently what you're looking at.
So she can't remember the moth then. The moths are here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to forget a moth?
Make sure that she doesn't forget something important.
So in this picture here, are those moths just in a
They're in a bell jar.
bell jar? And do I get a feel, either Roz or I get a feel from where this pole is? It's just from the house
And
itself?
right now, it's the dollhouse.
We saw the moths downstairs too, correct?
Those were just kind of flitting around what looked to be just like a moth-filled room.
Mm.
These are like important moments.
Impulse or caution. Impulse. I'm gonna pull off the bell jar. I'll pull it up. Try to let the moths out.
Yeah, Rosin was analyzing,
Oh, okay.
and she's definitely not. She said she's not letting you do that. So.
She's gonna try to stop.
Yeah, the
okay.
pole though is definitely to the dollhouse itself.
So Rosin slaps my wrist as I'm
Yeah.
trying to go pull. Fine. But okay, for now.
There's nothing weird about it. Rosin, you look at it and you inspect it, and it's basically just moths in a jar. Nothing more to it than that. And nothing that you can tell with that. You can't tell if, I mean, at a glance, you wouldn't be able to tell if there's any sort of enchantment or magic about it without it using a spell to figure.
And I'm seeing this, and this is based on the image. It's a fairly large dollhouse, you know, Barbie scale, perhaps.
Yeah, it is. If you are a very small, like miniaturized person, you would be able to go in there.
And with that, I go, Rosin, just wait, and I'm gonna jump forward and turn.
Oh,
well,
wow, okay. So, Rosin casts Enlarge Reduce on herself.
Let's fucking go.
And I'm gonna turn myself into a rat.
All right.
We're going in.
Yeah.
Honey, I shrank the party.
Interesting. So yeah, you both go inside. You both are able to now enter the front door of the dollhouse. And as you go inside, you can see like it's a fully furnished house. And you start walking. It's like now we get that weird Inception thing as like you are, you know, as you're kind of pushed through the you know, making your way through the little house, there is something that you would have known, but I think this is still pretty good. So as you make your way through it, the pole keeps pulling you upwards through the house.
Look over to miniature Rosin and telepathically just hear the kobold screeching. Let's go up!
Make your way through the different rooms, and you find basically a equivalent of a bedroom there. And then in that bedroom, you can see that the thing that is out of like the window of the bedroom is a full view of these now like gigantic moths outside.
Okay. Interesting. And then in here, looking around, anything that stands out?
As you have gone through there, you've gone through like there's a foyer, a kitchen, bedroom, sewing room, non-functional bath, but you see what looks to be now a kind of small door in the wall, and you get pulled towards that.
I'll head through. Okay.
Okay.
But we're inside now, so we'll go towards that wall.
Yep.
sniffing at it in my rat form.
So
The
you
tiny little rat skull.
and Rosin investigates it. There's nothing about it looks suspicious at all.
Sure does.
And
Wow.
Jeez.
pulling and opening the small door, you crawl through and you make your way into what is a spacious but kind of spooky attic. And in there, you see some stuff that's like covered and things like that, but you look and you can see, each of you sees an item that just calls to you. Doug, you see resting against what looks to be a old kind of like, not lockbox, what am I thinking of? Like steamer trunk? Resting against what is a old steamer trunk. You see, seems to be like a strange, it almost looks like a, it's a wooden rod with a barbed brazier at the top of it.
Barbed brazier. Okay. Anything that's like seems like it makes sense to me, or just drawn to this?
You're just drawn to that item.
Okay, I'll get close up to the little rat sniffy sniff, and then
It looks like a torch. Actually, yeah, it just looks like a torch with a brazier made out of 4 metal prongs of it.
Okay, I'll
On a
gently.
Yeah, and then on a dusty desk up here, just like a dusty table, Rosin sees what looks to be a red ornate scroll that is wrapped up and covered. It's just rolled up. You can't see what's on it. Okay, so you're each going towards these items that are calling.
Yeah, I sniff it, and I'm going to gently pick it up in my rat mouth.
Okay. As you do
Okay.
that,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly memories flood back to you.
Oh shit.
As
Okay.
what was taken from you is now returned. Your sense of community, sense of belonging, or your sense of community has come back in a just a wash of emotion. Or sorry, sense of conformity. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was conformity and
Yeah. Your sense of conformity, that feeling of it, all comes back to you, and in a way, like, I don't know, how would Zug react to that? Like, you're an independent kobold at this point, but how would you react to that sense of wanting to conform to the kobold life being brought back?
It is a odd conflict because and this is something that he will. I honestly, I don't think it shocks him that much. It's sort of like oh, right, that thing, more than any like, oh, I was missing this, and then not much. Definitely much to discuss in the future or think through. But if anything, it brings back a sense of sorrow to Zug. He was happier without it.
As you grab that and you stumble backwards from getting washed over by that sense of conformity bringing back to you, knock against the steamer trunk, and the top opens up, and inside of it you find 6 more of these little torch, like pronged torches.
6?
Mm-hmm. For a total of 7 of them.
I assume that there's nothing that I sense from them, but if it's possible, I would definitely try to take them.
Okay.
Gather them up as like a bundle of sticks as a rat and run out.
You gather them up and hold them to your little rat chest with one arm as you kind of scrunch around. Rosin, as she grabs the scroll, suddenly, for the first time in forever, she knows exactly where she is. With accurate acuity, she is able to pinpoint exactly where she is in the loom lurch tree. She knows she is to get back to where her companions are. She needs to go out down the ladder that she just climbed up, or down the stairs she just climbed up, out the bedroom door, or down this way. She just like rattles it off in her head, and she's able to immediately get her sense of direction back.
Oh god, now she's gonna be like between that investigation skill set and her.
Her investigation skill sets has returned for sure. with that, the two of you kind of in the attic of this little dollhouse, you both hold on to these items, and yeah, it's a moment of reflection as you both. Nothing happens if you put them back. Correct. You have found what you have lost.
Yeah, slightly. I'm still gonna take these bundle of sticks with me.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we can.
And as
And
you're leaving the dollhouse or making your way back out down through the bedrooms and the different areas, you those downstairs, Boda, you're closest there. You hear a sound of a door opening in the hallway beyond.
I very quickly gesture for all the kids to like just stop.
You hear this. You hear a sound as well, like a sniffing and kind of clacking sound of claws on the ground.
Quickly splashing water to try to freeze the doggy door.
Okay. You freeze the doggy door. You hear a.
What's wrong? Door stuck?
Things are good to go.
And as you whisper that to the rest of the room, Elkhorn is like, oh, shit. He looks out the door, and you can see the six red caps are like basically just like they're basically stomping around the garden right outside the door. He looks back and goes, "I think we're fucked if we go that way." And he looks back into the study where Will is standing, and he says, "Will, not make what's going on in there?" No answer. Will just looks up and just like, Rosin and Zug, they went upstairs. What's going on? And you hear the door handle starts to rattle.
Oh fuck!
Whoever the fuck stole my keys, stole my children, and messed with all of my industry and all of my shit here in Loomlurch. I'm gonna find all of you. I'm gonna find you, and then I'm going to put you to work, or I'm gonna feed you to my garden. God,
And there's
while ignoring her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucking scary though.
I very, very quickly go to the door Elkhorn's at, open it just slightly to see outside, and then like right behind, like over here, behind one of the red caps, I minor illusion her voice.
Okay, what does she say?
Like, what the fuck are you standing around for?
Okay, I like that. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. What do you tell them to do? What order?
Do we still hear noises from the scarecrows?
No. Stopped.
I would say. The scarecrows are in like her fields, right?
Yeah, they're on the opposite side of the building.
Side. Yeah.
I was like, there's somebody intruding in the fields. Go find them.
And give me a deception check with it. Or performance check. Deception or performance, whichever one you want to do.
Oh, gee, I wonder which one I'm going to do.
Do the thing!
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All 6 of them immediately grab their sickles, clack their iron boots together, and run off in that. Excellent.
Yui whispered, "Dumbass, let's coin in a jar."
I didn't say it.
Didn't
No, but
have
I
to.
Yeah, he did though.
Okay.
I like also now the coin, the jar could just be like preemptive. I'm putting a coin so I can swear.
Nope, you can't pay in advance.
All right, you watch as the red caps stomp off.
I very quickly usher the kids outside.
Okay, Elkhorn grabs the kids. Elkhorn grabs the kids and starts to run out the door. And they all...
I point I point to the door that they're in, and I look at Valka and I say, I warned them, you might have to jump out the window.
Okay.
All right, I can. Sorry, one more time.
Auto
What's the-
defenestration.
To go warn them, you might have to jump out the window.
Oh, because we're still upstairs. We have
Yep.
not. We're still doing our thing up here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, I like this actually. I have an idea.
Yep.
Sorry.
I will nod and I will head upstairs to let them know they'll have to jump out the window.
Okay, Kiwi, are you heading? Voda, which way are you going?
I'm waiting for all the kids to get outside. and
They're
then
all
going
outside with Elkhorn.
with Elkhorn.
Yep, they're all outside following him.
Dude, I actually have like anxiety right now. It's like
Is
all these
Kiwi
get
still in
us
the
out of
kitchen
this.
or Kiwi over with Will?
Oh, Kiwi went upstairs into the attic. But,
Okay, or
Uh,
Kiwi. Okay, so Kiwi is upstairs. Kiwi is upstairs and just watched Rosin and Zug just walk into the dollhouse.
Dollhouse.
Oh yeah, I'd just be like either casually looking around at stuff or just keeping an eye out if there's nothing of interest beyond the dollhouse.
I would trust that they could all get themselves out, and I just quickly usher the kids and Elkhorn as far from the tree as I can.
Okay, so
Heading back towards where we came from,
Yeah.
right? The,
Well, I mean, at first it's just getting away from the tree and then regroup from there.
Oh yeah, of course.
okay, Velka, you see, like there's a moment here where you your sister is headed out the door with the children, and she issued an order for you to get the rest of them. What are you doing as you see her starting to like run away, basically?
I'm gonna go upstairs and try and collect people.
Okay, cool. There's another slam on the door as it tries to be opened. Velka, as you head into that study room, there's the door behind you. I would assume. What are you gonna do with that door?
I will close that door behind us, and then I will head upstairs and just be like, we need to jump out the window.
All right. Will nods, and he nods and he says, "Don't worry, I got a distraction." Takes out the eye, throws it on the ground, and stomps on it.
Okay.
Eat.
Yep. Dude has some balls.
So
did I hear a dial-up tone, or am I going crazy?
I don't know. He stomps on the Haggai.
My
And
YouTube refresh. Sorry, autoplane. Sorry, go ahead. Oh, stops on Haggai. Yes. Sorry,
stomps on the
didn't
Haggai.
Oh boy. Okay.
Why did your YouTube autoplay have a
It's,
dial
okay.
tone?
Okay. I'm gonna explain this really carefully. It is the intro. It's the intro to the song "Change the World" by Kaladin. Or
Okay.
Chaldean.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, it's fine. I just didn't know why I started playing. Whatever.
You hear a scream from from the room, now probably from the kitchen at this point, as 16 points of psychic damage is dealt.
Oh hell yeah!
Scabatha.
Oh, is that gonna happen to all of them, or just
It does
Well,
happen to.
Oh boy. Okay, so we are.
Oh, now we're like triple fucked. Okay.
So
Cool.
Nutmeg, Velka, you Nutmeg, are you running upstairs as well?
Yeah, I'm following the crew.
Okay. Will smiles and looks down at the crushed eye beneath him and heads upstairs. The door bursts open and we see Scabatha. She is entering in she's coming in this door, and as you look down, as she is like going into the study, you watch as she is holding her eyes, and she blinks, and her eyes are like milky white. She was also blinded when this happened.
Oh,
the eye is crushed.
shit.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. All right, I will find Zug and Rosen and be like, we need to jump out the window. And Kiwi, I don't know if you'll fit, but let's try.
Not that fat.
I also pop back out of rat form back into kobold form.
Okay.
Now, what happens to the things I carried out with me? Do they stay the tiny little?
No, they get
objects?
large as you
shit,
as you
okay.
emerge. So Zug forms back into Zug form, and in his hand suddenly he has 7 of these strange torched brazier things.
These are important. We need them. Let's go.
Well, you rats! You rats in my kitchen!
You hear Scabatha
It's funny 'cause you
screaming
were
from
a
below.
I was.
Yep. Rosen, Nutmeg, if you can carry Will.
Which way?
Or
Oh, which way are the windows actually?
Okay,
Actually,
so
both of-
you can see
both of
there's
you-
windows. There's a window. There's the bell jar window. And
Yeah,
below it,
okay, I'm
you
gonna-
look out
yep.
below the bell jar window, and you can see there's water.
Yep, I recognize where the water is. Correct.
Yeah, you can.
I'm
And Rosin
for-
immediately can tell you exactly where it is because she understands directions now very well.
I'm gonna impulse jump out that window unless someone stops me.
Okay, I'm not gonna stop you. I was gonna carry you down, but you know.
I just do my exit with the
Okay.
seven braziers in my arms. Just jump.
Change of plans. Nutmeg Rosin, carry Kiwi down. I will get Will.
I have a kid.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do
there's the
okay.
last
Yeah,
kid
yeah,
is
yeah.
on Kiwi's back. Rosin
sick
and
one,
Nutmeg are
too.
easily able to carry them, just with their strengths or with their combined flight, they can carry Kiwi.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Also,
Will.
can I try to kick over the bell jar as I jumped out the window?
Yeah, absolutely. You probably do. I would assume.
Just I have
So
to,
we
like,
just get that
yeah.
cinematic moment of the first one out the window, like flying out this window. There's shards of glass as Zug head first just bashes this bell jar, and the moths flutter out the window just in slow motion as Zug head over heels. It's like flying out this window, and with a push, hits the water. Belka, how are you planning on getting Will out?
I
Carrying him
am
down?
going
How?
to. I'm going to pick him up. Even though I'm
Throw him
probably
out
not
the
that much
window.
bigger than him, I'm not gonna
There's
throw him out
water.
the window. I have. I don't know how this works. 'Cause
He as he's okay. Yeah, what are you planning on doing?
I was just thinking, like, I'm a rabbit, like I'm good at jumping, right? But that's up, not down.
Well, Will just says "Cowabunga,"
Stand
and just
upside
he
down,
also
you
just
jump.
jumps out the window as well. He just.
Okay.
Atta boy.
I suppose that is all right. Me too. Jump out.
All right.
Wanted a safe way down, but apparently the water is more than enough safety for everybody, even though I can't tell how deep it is from this height, but whatever.
You're only dropping about 20 feet.
Yeah.
20, 25 feet. It's not that bad.
Just a casual high dive.
All right.
Yeah.
You hear the sound of footsteps as Skabatha comes up the stairs and is in the room with you, with the last three. Rosin, Kiwi, Nutmeg.
As
your
soon as she
turn.
gets to the top of the stairs, can I have my telekinetic hand try to push her down?
Do what to her?
Use my telekinetic
Oh
hand
yeah, do it,
to push her
do it.
down.
Yeah, she's blinded. She doesn't know what's going on.
Push her
Yeah.
down the stairs. We're pushing an
Down
old
the
woman.
stairs.
Oh my god, you're a terrible person.
It's fine. I'm a trickster.
What's your
it's
okay?
cool.
What's the proficiency or what's the DC that we need here?
It is a strength save.
Plus...
Yeah, but which one did you modify? Intelligence, wisdom, or charisma?
It's definitely cool.
What is that shit?
Oh, good lord. Okay, so it's 8 plus. It's just
Life alert. Sorry.
I probably used. I don't remember. Fuck.
well, whatever. Well, if it's charisma, that would make sense because you're a charisma caster, right? Oh no.
No, wisdom.
Oh well. Whatever you want it to be.
I mean, spell save is 16. If it's wisdom, it's
Okay, we'll just do wisdom
14.
for now. So she makes a strength saving throw against it. Okay.
You're probably very strong, right?
Oh, yeah.
She yoked. She yoked.
Tabitha, no. Roll to whisper toggle. Look, there we go. And strength.
Holy shit!
She totters backwards, but resists getting pushed as she.
I'd argue that she can't see it coming, so it should be a disadvantage.
Well, yes, but it is still. I'm just looking at the things. Cannot see attacks against it gain advantage. The creature's own attacks have disadvantage.
A
Sure.
shove is
I mean, you could argue that it's an attack and that she's not prepared. So she has
that will stand up in the court of Dungeon Master. So yeah, sure. Second one.
Hell yeah.
It's an 18.
Let's fucking go.
I'm glad we wasted those 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. So
It's not a waste. It's for future endeavors.
True.
We're building a knowledge base for humanity.
But because once again, let me just see something. Okay, cool. So she just blindly, just fucking tries to slap at you, Nutmeg, as you guys drag Kiwi out of the window. So at disadvantage here, she will try to slash at you twice.
Oh shit.
It's old lady slaps. How bad can they be?
It's fine, sure.
No. I need to look up. Make sure this is right, because this makes no sense if this is the case.
Oh, excellent.
It
wouldn't be a fake character if it wasn't fucky.
Okay, no, there we
She
go.
has the claws of Gargarensis.
It's, so I need to roll 2 of these at disadvantage. A 14 to hit you.
That misses by not very much.
Then an 11 to miss you, or to hit you.
That does miss.
That I need to fix because this is when she's in her tiny form. The damage is not accurate. So just so you
Interesting.
Yeah, the damage is not accurate. I will fix that, but that's okay. She misses you as you dive out of the window with Kiwi and with Rosin and Nutmeg dragging Kiwi and the sick boy out of the window. Skabatha just leans out the window, her blind white eyes searching for anything she can see, and she just cries out in anger, "Fuck you! Shut up!" And there's just crashing sounds as she just, she just rampages around the room. Yeah, language.
Out of character. Yeah, out of character. Kiwi rattles the jar.
Yeah. So as the rest of you are all emerging, soaking wet from the water, rendezvousing with Elkhorn and Voda, you see the other 3 children coming around the edge of the building. They stride around the edge with all their covered in like dust and dirt and stuff like that, panting, really really tired. Followed very closely by Star, the displacer kitten. They're like, "We did it! We distracted her!" Will's just like, "Good. We got everybody. Let's go!"
And as he's saying that, we're all like gathered up on the shoreline now, right?
Right.
As everyone says it, I'm going to, shake the water in my ear holes, whatever, and I'm grab those herbs I had in my pocket as I have the bundle of 7 braziers under my underarm, and I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace by igniting those herbs and say, "All right," and it makes like a little fog cloud around us. "Stay close. Let's go." Well, get away.
Ninja smoke.
Yep.
And with that, in a puff of smoke, yeah, you just sick. And in that puff of smoke, the party and the rest of the children and Elkhorn and Will all disappear into the woods outside of Loomlurch. Operation Awesome was a success.
Let's fucking go.
Holy shit, that was way more than I expected at the end there.
You all level up.
Oh, shit! All right.
Let's go.
And on the journey back to Little Oak, where you obviously will party the night away like the Lost Boys and Peter Pan.
Yeah, Lost Boys for sure.
You identify the 2 items that you have. So, what you have, Mr. So we'll start with Rosin. Rosin has a scroll of momentary omniscience.
Wait, what? Sorry, that's just an incredible
Just
name
your
for an item.
everyday scroll of momentary
It is a powerful item. However, it is one-time use only. So this item,
fitting for her character too.
Yeah, so this item can be used for 3 things. You can choose one of the following after you use it. It can give you an answer. When you finish reading the scroll, you must also ask a question to a creature that can hear you. The question needn't be answerable with yes or no, but can only include 1 question. So they make a saving throw, DC 20, and you know whether the creature succeeds or fails. On a failure, you mentally learn the truthful answer to the question from the creature's perspective. So.
Oh, so that's another layer of like.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's cool. I like that.
You can do direction. You immediately learn the most direct physical route to a creature, location, or object on your plane of existence at the time of reading the scroll.
Oh man, that would have been good for Rosin like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or solution. You immediately learn the solution to a cipher, puzzle, riddle, or similar quandary.
This is a really cool
This is
scroll.
too hard button.
Wow. To be fair, this is a really cool item, though. I like
Yeah,
this.
the scroll magically unrolls and tears itself in half once it is used.
Right on.
So, for Mr. Zug, you have the Instigator's Rod.
I
Yeah.
fucking love it. What is it?
So,
Hit me with it.
the Instigator's Rod. This rod looks like a normal torch with a brazier made of 4 metal prongs. While holding the rod, you can use an action to speak either its 2 command words. The first command word causes the torch's brazier to sputter and ignite, creating a small magical flame in its center. Lit torch sheds as much light as a normal torch. Using an action to speak the command word again extinguishes it. Second one causes the rod to transform into a pitchfork, which functions like a magical trident. So, no +1, but it is a magic weapon.
Oh, that's really cool.
So, using an action to speak the command word returns the rod to its normal form. If the torch was lit when you first spoke the command word, it's extinguished. When you make an ability check to intimidate or coerce a creature while holding the rod, you gain a bonus to the roll equal to the number of creatures within 15 feet of you who are also holding an instigator rod. Up to
I got 7 of them.
Up to a maximum of +5.
My God, it's like the angry mob tool.
Yes.
Amazing.
We're gonna have a revolution, guys.
Once you benefit from this bonus, neither you or any other creature that was involved in the action can benefit from the instigator's rod again for 24 hours.
That's a really fun item. Holy shit,
So,
I like it.
As you realize that looking at these items, you get the sense that these were items that were crafted from what was stolen from you.
All 7 of them? The ones I gathered?
No, both. Well, yes, the set is crafted.
Oh, you're saying each of these makes sense. So the scroll for Rosin is a function of that lost ability. This is being a set of items that require a community of some sort to make work.
Or it's basically your conformity was stolen, but it's kind of is a little bit of like non-conformity as well, because it's conformity together. Like everybody comes together to oppose something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Neat.
Congratulations,
Wow,
as you now
that's
have
really cool.
another very angry hag. Well, no, this is the first hag that's probably.
But she doesn't even know it's us.
She can probably
She
figure
absolutely would know it is you.
Look,
As soon as she
Six
talks to Pincushion about how
She'll
he-
talk to Pincushion. She can talk to Pincushion. She can talk to. Hopefully she.
Well,
she can.
We got a little head start on her, but
Yeah.
she.
But, I mean, she's blinded for 24 hours.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, the Haggai thing is crazy, and that is definitely something that was it's of good use to escape out of this situation. All right, so you all are headed back to Little Oak, and that's where we're going to end for the evening. Get back
hell
to
yeah.
I do want to add one little thing at the end, just for flavor for everyone else. As we get, we're getting further away, and we're out of stealthy, we're running back, and people are probably pretty happy. Zug is less exuberant than you are used to.
Noted.
Cool.
Just more quiet.
I'm sure that we'll forget to follow up on that.
Nah, it'll be noticeable. I think it would be noticeable in his demeanor as he continues on.
Yeah, especially considering what we've done. But yeah, it's if it gets forgotten, I won't be forgetting about this. Well, there'll be a point. It may or may not be a point of interest, but that's where I'm at this given time.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody.
Also, I will hand out those rods next session, so we all have one.
Nice.
Nice.
All
Go
right.
Rod Zug.
So remember to level up before our next session. You guys are now going to be level 6. So that should be some fun stuff for most people. You also achieved getting the boggle oil for Squirt the Oil Can, so he can now provide you with guidance to get to Yawn.
Yeah, that's right. So we made some quick work of
Yeah,
wait.
we did.
Yet Tither.
Hey there.
Thither. Zizzer.
Zizzer.
This is the thing.
Hey,
Well,
y'all.
the only thing I think we haven't well, there's plenty we haven't seen here, but the other one that was a big question was the flying what was the name of it? Jabberwock, yeah. But that may not be.
I'm sure that won't come up.
All
I
right.
guess we'll start next session. We'll have probably a lot of discussion of what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to end the stream. I'll be back in chat in a second.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for hanging out and watching, folks who are here. And yes, it does. Probably. Sorry, being the stuff that I missed you. Take care, everybody. Get out of here.